guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about the absolute best swing trading routine that I do every single Sunday to ensure that I'm going into the week with some sort of game plan, strategy, or approach. Doing this, in my opinion, helps separate me from other traders. There's most traders in the world that just wake up tomorrow morning and they're like, all right, let's scan for plays and see if there's any opportunity, or maybe we won't even scan at all. Maybe we'll just see what I feel like looking at and buying, right? But if you have a game plan, you have an edge, and you understand the market conditions, it will help separate you from other traders. So we're going to be looking at our trading routine, and we're going to start at the positions that we're holding and work all the way to stocks with opportunity and stocks with potential. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you do, smash that like button, subscribe, and if you guys want to learn more about swing trading, check out our school. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. We have private live streams, we have quizzes, lectures, a group chat, a final exam like a college class. We have everything you guys need to help build a strategy, build an approach. We teach you how to find those undervalued stocks. So check it out down below. You guys can get 50% off by using code FIRST50. The first 50 people that sign up and use that code get 50% off. After that, no big sale. So check it out down below. I'll see you guys in there, and let's jump into this here. All right, so the first thing here that I want to show you guys is stocks that we are holding and the mindset behind it here. So, when it comes with trading, I think that a lot of these positions we got in on because of sell-off, right? The thought process, the mindset behind this is very, very simple. Over the past 90 years, the ups, the downs, the Great Depression, we've seen, the stock market historically has always recovered. So with like VU and QQQ and even like Meta and all these other blue chip, well-established companies that have gone through several recessions and came out victorious, I think that for me, averaging in on blue chip, on ETFs is a very solid strategy going into market turbulence and market volatility, especially averaging in. So as like QQQ or Visa, VU, Amazon sells off, you're averaging down right on this dip down. So our average cost on QQQ, if we pull it up here, let's pull up our trading journal. Our average cost on QQQ is $4.35. So we've averaged down, since the break of that 200-day moving average line, bringing our average cost all the way down about right in this zone. And that's the importance of it, is averaging in. We're up handsomely on this right now. And if it sells off even more down to 400, guess what? We're going to buy more. One of the stocks that we really did like a strategy behind was Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway, we actually sold about 80% of our shares, and I'll explain to you why. But the reason why we bought into this position is because it followed our approach. Stock on an upward trend, sold off down to that 90-day moving average line or some sort of support, undervalued on the RSI. We went to a lower time frame like the hourly, saw this huge and steady trend line. Stock broke out, rallied, got in on this trend right here at about 488, rallied up on this beautiful trend line, broke out, exited the trade right here with about 80% of our shares. So we're still holding about 20% of our shares. And if it sells off, guess what? We can average in, we can get in on a breakout. There's still a lot of potential with this play. But yeah, making good money. We've covered a great profit on this. And so now we're just holding it. If it sells off more, not a big deal at all. The reason I really held this is because our average cost was so good. So we're still up on it, and it worked out very, very well. So that is the approach behind a lot of these, right? Averaging in and all that. So now I want to show you guys here some stocks with some opportunity, in my opinion. Stock number one is Tesla. Tesla has heavy support here in this block zone down here. You guys can see it's hit in the past, buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. We've also seen this really nice trend line, as you guys can see here, where it is riding this and getting a ton of support on it. So it sold off, buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. We could see a beautiful breakout out of this. So we'll see. There's a lot of potential, and I'm excited for it. The next one here is APP. APP is another trend line stock here that, in my opinion, carries a lot of potential. Could see a beautiful breakout here if it pushes above like, you know, 253 in that range for a push up to, 525 to 300. Looking at the hourly, you guys can see it's just been kind of riding into this wave down. So this would be the trend line, something like that, right? As you guys can see here. So we'll see. Throw an alert above it. If it pops up, great. And we'll see though. Not the next stock here that is GFL Financial. Now, this one here is actually a short play. So, betting for the stock to go down, we can see that heavy amount of resistance in that zone. So we could see some sell off, from 49 to 43. I think that is a pretty fair estimate. And we're already seeing some stair stepping down, which is pretty interesting here. So now here, there's two approaches with something like this. The first one here is getting in, because you can see there on that breakdown. Getting in here at about 48, keeping stops at 49 for a push down to 41, in that range there. We got EMO here, very similar approach. Beautiful breakout, as you guys can see. This one here, the train's kind of already left the station, but I wanted to show you how good this is. Great breakout, rallying up on this beautiful trend line. The daily looks like we could still see a move up to the 51 area. One of the things is you can see these huge wicks on the top and bottom. So there's a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers. So you just got to take that with caution. We got LU, which is another beautiful trend line stock here. As you guys can see, headed buying pressure, buying pressure. Buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. The only downside with this one is it is under $5. Something to take note with positions like that. You got to be cautious because they're more volatile. Then we got PODD. This one here, beautiful trend line support there, as you guys can see. Hourly looks kind of a little volatile, but one of the things is you can draw out beautiful trend lines on this. Just kind of something like that is what I would do. So if it pushes above like 256 in that range, could see a move. We got Robinhood here. Robinhood has that general downward trend as well here. So we'll see though. This one here looks pretty decent and is kind of slowly seeing that downturn. So there's one of the things with this is there could be a short potential and a long potential for the breakout. Then we got MagX, which is the Magnificent 7 ETF that is double leverage. So we could see a breakout out of that as well. So guys, that is our trading routine. So what do we do? Went through, and yeah, I cut down a lot of this because I already went through and I scanned for plays. I looked for opportunity, but being prepared, understanding the market conditions you're in is so incredibly important, and understanding your stops, your entry points, and planning out your trades, I'm telling you, will help separate you from other traders. So if you guys want to learn more, check out our school, code FIRST50 for 50% off. Don't forget to check out our cool merch right here. We got trading desk mats, we got t-shirts, we got all types of good stuff here. So check it out. We have a giveaway coming this Friday, and how you enter is either buy a piece of merch or you sign up for the school. So I'll see you guys in there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.